Evanston is known as the home of Northwestern University, but there is an equally important school just 5 minutes away. Evanston Township High School boasts more than 3,000 students and a great academic reputation. But beyond the AP courses and the world-class athletic facilities, there's a much different story just off school grounds. ETHS is located on Evanston's west side, in a neighborhood that has seen a spike in violence over the past year. 3 murders and 2 other shootings since last September have rattled the community. And even though these incidents weren't related to the school itself, their proximity has officials worried and looking to improve security. Evanston officials focused their attention on a new Illinois law that went into effect last year. The law expands the boundaries of a safe school zone to include sidewalks across the street from campus and gives police officers the power to tell potential troublemakers to leave or get charged with trespassing. The statute is very narrowly written, and school officials insist they would primarily use it against known gang members who come from other communities and hang out around the campus during dismissal time. City officials drafted an intergovernmental agreement between Evanston and District 202, a step that wasn't necessary, but would have clarified how the law would be enforced. The school board unanimously approved it in June and hoped the city council would follow suit before the school year. Aldermen debated the issue over the summer, and a committee approved the agreement in a split vote. But progress stalled earlier this month after residents from the majority black neighborhood near the school raised concerns over racial profiling and constitutional rights. The council tabled the plan, effectively killing it 3 weeks ago. School Board President Gretchen Livingston, an avid supporter of the Safe School Zone, said the public debate was torpedoed by a campaign of misinformation.
Well, I think there was a perception, and it was an articulated perception, so it wasn't just a perception. I mean, this was something that was articulated by various people, that there was some interest in arresting people for standing on sidewalks, which is false.
Livingston wouldn't name any names, but it's clear who she was referring to. Just days before the city dropped the proposal, Mayor Elizabeth Tisdall went on local TV and said it would be a mistake to arrest young people for not moving along. Beyond all the political bickering, the facts on the ground here at Evanston Township High School are clear. The safe school zone is in effect. Now, Evanston police spokesman Jay Parrott wouldn't go on camera for this sensitive story, but he told me that there hasn't been a single arrest under the criminal trespass statute since the law went into effect last year. It's hardly a surprise that this issue flared up. Tensions were already high on Evanston's west side after police stepped up stop and frisk searches over the summer. Alderman Jane Grover, who sits on the city school liaison committee, said people have focused too much on the process and not enough on the merits of the issues at hand.
It's tough, and it's just another example of how in Evanston the way you start a discussion is perpetuated as the discussion. So the way this discussion evolved and the conclusion, the resolution that we've reached in Evanston won't be what people remember from it.
Few know ETHS better than Carlos Sutton. A lifelong Evanston resident, he graduated from the school in 1960 and even taught there for a few years. He opposes the safe school zone and has concerns with the way it played out at City Council. He lives down the street from the school and said neighbors in the area are more than glad to participate in the process. They just need a seat at the table.
Right, the term that I've used is marginalized. And many of us have attended many of the human resources meetings, the city council meetings, the township meetings, and it just looks like we're barking or whistling in the dark. The decisions that are made by people in Evanston to affect people in 5th Ward and 2nd Ward do not include the citizens in 2nd and 5th Ward.
City and school officials are optimistic that they can put this spat behind them, but that will need to happen sooner rather than later. More safety issues are brewing, like new lighting projects and enhanced video surveillance, and the many stakeholders must work together to get it all done. Reporting from Evanston, I'm Marshall Cohen.